You are listening to Indie88. It's Lana. Dragonette has a brand new album called Twennies, and tonight having a big CD. I was going to say CD.
I always say CD.
But a big album release.
Album release.
Vinyl
songs,
release.
Collection of songs release.
Big party down at Axis Club, formerly the Mod Club. And I'm joined by Martina Sorbara, a.k.a. Dragonette, now.
Hi.
First off, should I go call, now that you are a solo Dragonette, do I just refer to you as Dragonette?
You can.
Or do you prefer if I refer to you as Martina?
I think you should surprise me.
Oh, okay.
It feels cool if someone's like, "Hey, Dragonette, how are you doing?"
That's true.
Well, that could have been a cool name for my mom to give me, but she didn't.
Fair.
But I don't mind. I like that. I like being called Dragonette. It feels like it's making me being the only one. Mm-hmm. It kind of like fills it out in real world.
How was that process going? I mean, it's been 6 years. Of course, you've been busy in that time. But what has it been, or how does it feel to go from band to artist solo?
Well, there's still a band, except for, it's funny because the process of making this record was so collaborative that it's more conceptually that it's just me creatively making decisions. But in terms of the difference between how I used to make records and how I made this record is it kind of felt more like a creative collaboration with my collaborator, Donnie, in LA. And before it felt really like, okay, I'm going to go in and listen to a song. I'm going to write lyrics and the melody on top of music. And yeah, I can't really explain it. I'm trying to. It doesn't sound exciting. Anyways, it's different, and it feels really exciting to put out this record because I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to make a Dragonette record. I just decided to make some music and then decide what it was.
Interesting. Was there a specific moment where you thought, okay, now's the time? Because it seems like the record has it's both nostalgic but also forward focused.
I think I was doing a lot of collaborations with other artists, and that was really fulfilling. But the brief is like not my brief when I'm collaborating with if I'm featuring on a DJ or whatever, like that's a different thing. And I had started collecting all these songs that I had a really like an emotional attachment to. And I'm like, what am I going to do with these? And then, I don't know, it just felt like, enough time had passed and I could start seeing, I started just taking ownership over the fact that I could do whatever I wanted. Mm-hmm. And so I did. And it's called Twennies.
We have to talk quickly because you're talking about all the collabs you've done. I have to congratulate you on your Grammy nod.
Grammy nod, yes. The song I wrote with the Knox, Slow Song, got nominated for Best Remix, which I didn't know was a category. And so, there's an internal debate of whether or not I'm actually nominated, but I'm going to take it. It's a song that I wrote that is, my name is like in a list of things that the official Grammys people wrote up. So I'm going to just be like, yes, I am an associate of the word Grammys.
If you're just tuning in, I'm speaking with Dragonette. New album Twennies is out, and the big release party is tonight at Axis Club. Congratulations on the record. I do want to talk about the title Twennies as well. I know I was being a little silly earlier because being a grammar nerd, I was like, there's no T in 20s.
You mean there should be a T? But she spelt it wrong.
No, it is a very sweet way. But what was it about? I know there's a title track, but what was it about 20s that was so, reflective of this whole record and experience?
Well, we find ourselves right now in the 2020s. Mm-hmm. And this Dragonette started just after the year 2000, kind of, like 2006 or something. And so, in my 20s, I started this band. And it just, I think it was just kind of at the same time as, like, looking into the future and being here now in the 2020s and looking back at, like, how I got here and, all of the adventures on the way, I guess. Yeah, and there's a few, I mean, this is just like whatever, but there's a few references to the 20s in the actual lyrics of the song. And it just felt like a theme that was happening.
When it comes to kind of a new sonic palette on this record, was it something that when you were putting together the album, you definitely wanted to lean into trying new things and not perhaps delivering a Dragonette album that you thought would be in the same kind of genre or sound of the past?
Yeah, I think I've just been figuring this out now because, you don't really know what you're doing I don't. I just follow my heart. And then, but I realized when I started Dragonette, I had, as you were reminding me, you first saw me play as like a solo artist playing piano, a singer-songwriter, and I came up from a very folky world, and then I very excitedly landed into the pop world, and I was so excited by all the possibilities that I sort of just like pushed all of the acoustic and singer-songwriter stuff to the side and just really like went into it, pop music that is, and like big beats and synths and digital blah blah blah. And I think for a long time there's this like thing in the background of my mind being like, but what about me? What about all this other stuff that you used to do? And so I just started playing those instruments more, and I realized that I didn't have to like not do one and just do the other. And I feel like this album is me just letting everything coexist and not thinking too much about it, and just being like a true representation of my full musical journey.
We can't wait to see it performed live tonight as well.
Woo!
So now that you've been writing and you've been creating such volumes of music, and for those who are tuning in, if you don't know, Dragonette has not only been working with the Grammy-nominated track.
Slow song.
Knox. With the Knox featuring the remix of
Paul Woodford.
Paul Woodford.
Yes.
So that one it's a lot, but it's also amazing. But you were collaborating with Carly Rae Jepsen, and you were writing for Cyndi Lauper, and was it Keith Urban as well?
Yeah. He ended up with I ended up having written some of his song or something.
Oh yeah. No big deal.
I spent a lot of time in the interim between then and now, doing a lot of writing and writing with a lot of amazing people.
But now it's time to bring yourself back on the road.
Exactly. And yeah, exactly. And it feels like writing, I remember this now, how far away writing feels when you're in the live music mind space. It's just like, how did I do that? How did I write a song ever? And I know that some people like continue writing when they're doing their live thing. But for me, it's like a whole other ball of wax. But I'm so excited. Like I'm like, I can't even say it out loud. I haven't played live show in like 5 years, and that feels crazy. Like I've been playing live shows since I was 16, and this is the longest I've gone. So I've done some performances, like got up and whatever, done a thing. But this is like my first proper like live band show, and we've been working so hard, and it sounds so good. And I'm playing so much guitar, which is so like I don't know. It's exciting, and my fingers are sore. But
well, we're excited for the return of Dragonette back to the stage tonight, Access Club.
Me too.
And congratulations on 20s. So excited. The record is great, and it does sound like a totally new chapter of Dragonette, which is a beautiful thing. And congratulations.
Thank you.
And we have tickets coming up, so don't go anywhere. Keep listening, because I have your chance to win your way into tonight's show. Thank you again so much for taking the time.
Thank you. It was nice talking to you.
Yes, and congratulations on the new record, the Grammy nod, and I hope you win all the things. And we'll see you tonight at Access Club.
Okay.